you are saying, you told the court that in respect of the latest exhibit that you testified about, this latest evidence that you testified about, you are approached by Sergeant Mohula on the 2nd of February 2025, not so?
That's correct.
Yebo kwakunge 7 kaFebruary 2025 uma ke uSergeant Mkhula enza lesi sicelo kumina mayelana nezibiti leli esikhuluma ngalo manje.
I'm sorry, on the 2nd, 2.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ziwu-2 kuFebruary.
Yeah. Exactly, what was the content of the request to you?
The request was for me to identify a picture where I see an open mouth where teeth is visible. Try to identify where I see gold.
Now, did she specifically indicate to you or tell you whose picture should that be?
As I've been working with accused number 3's pictures, yes, she did.
Ingaba wakutshela
Number
ke
3.
ukuthi isithombe sikabanike leso nanjengoba ngisebenza ngey'thombe zika number 3 yebo ngangazi noma washo ke.
Thank you. Now, did she tell you where should you look? Would that have been in Exhibit S or the entire memory stick that you worked with or you worked on in respect of the memory stick that you found from that was found from accused number 1's possession that we had already worked on?
As I've been busy with the case, I was requested to look at what I have as data from the memory card.
Yeah.
And then I looked on the memory card, even on the pictures that were given to everyone in court.
Ngase ngibheka ke noma ngibuka ke memory card kanye futhi nazo zonke iy'thombe ezandluliswa kuyena wonke umuntu la enkantolo.
Thank you. And did she give you a background as to why did she make this request, particularly where the particulars were conveyed to you as an open mouth? A teeth that was visible with gold. Did she give you a background as to why this request that was couched in these terms?
No, no background.
Akazange angitshele lutho ukuthi kwakungani-ke noma ke kwakubuya kuphi-ke konke lokho angitshela kona ukuthi-ke ngibheke iy'thombe la umlomo uvulekile khona kubonakala amazinyo kunegolide. Akazange angitshele-ke kabanzi ngalokho.
The reason is we do as the investigating officer request. We don't question everything that is brought before us because we are not the investigators.
Esikwenzayo ukuthi-ke senze lokho esicelwayo yiloyo ophenyayo noma-ke umseshi-ke asibuzi-ke noma-ke sibe nemibuzo esiyihlomayo-ke kulabo abaphenyayo noma kumseshi.
Now, did this not strike you as a strange request, sir?
No, it's part of my daily duties, not at all.
Ingaba lokhu-ke isicelo lesi-ke akuzange kube isicelo-ke esithusayo noma esikumangazayo wena cha umsebenzi wami-ke lona engikwenzayo-ke kusho ukuthi-ke cha akusiyona into eyangimangaza.
Thank you. Now, let us pause on this point. Now, you would also remember that at the very inception of this trial, you not really this trial, at the beginning of the investigation, you also requested to download pictures of pictures that were in the memory stick, and those pictures were identified by Brigadier Kininda, specifically which pictures you had to compile the photo album or not so.
That's correct.
Ekuqaleni ngizokhumbula-ke kunala khona-ke wacela ukuthi uhlanganise iy'thombe-ke uyena uBrigadier Kininda yebo lokho kuyiqiniso.
And that was submitted to court as Exhibit S, not so?
That's correct.
Inkantolo-ke yase noma kwasendluliswa-ke lokho nanjengo-Exhibit S enkantolo.
Thank you. Now, when you requested to do that, which culminated in Exhibit S, you never received a request that was couched in the terms in which this latest report by Officer Mukhale was couched, not so?
That's correct. Request was not the same.
Kuyiqinisoko ukuthi-ke eqaleni-ke isicelo-ke sasingafani-ke nalesi engisithole mayelana nalesi-ke isithombe esikhuluma ngaso manje.
Now, you say because, as I've asked you if this did not it did not surprise you, and you said yes, it didn't surprise you, would you please, and I'm saying this with the greatest respect, unpack the experience that you have with regard to teeth identifications?
I don't have experience as such. I rely on what I see on a picture. That's all.
Ukuthi-ke nginesipiliyoni enginaso-ke ngokuthi-ke ngibone-ke noma ngichazeke amazinyo-ke anginako lokho noma anginaso-ke kodwa mina-ke ukuthi-ke uya ngokuthi-ke ngibonani phambi kwami noma-ke kwisithombe kuphelela lapho.
What do you mean when you say you rely on a picture before you?
If you request me, for example,
Yes.
to look for a picture of a brown bread in a specific device or in a memory stick,
Yes.
I will go look for that brown bread. If I see there's a white bread, I will still proceed to look for the brown bread that was requested. That's what I mean.
Isibonelo-ke ukuthi uma uthi kumina-ke angihambe ngiyobuka noma ngiyobheka-ke isithombe la engizothola khona-ke kunesinkwa esibrown, ngizohamba-ke ngibheke iy'thombe noma ngingathola-ke isithombe esinesinkwa esimhlophe ngisezoqhubeka-ke ngibheke ngoba-ke isicelo besithi kufanele ngibheke isithombe esinesinkwa esibrown.
Thank you, sir. Now, you then started to work on the request by Sergeant Mukhare, and you came up with what you came up with, not so.
That's correct.
Ngempela kuyiqiniso-ke lokho ukuthi ngase ngibheka-ke nanjengoba ngiceliwe-ke ngathola-ke lokho-ke engakuthola.
What did you come up with, sir?
I came up with the picture, across the picture that it has been displayed in court.
Ngase ngithola-ke isithombe lesi-ke ekutshengiswe ngaso la enkantolo.
That will be the picture that is depicted in Exhibit SD, not so?
That's correct.
Isona isithombe leso esi-exhibit SD.
I'm going to request that
Can-
it be deemed as we proceed with our engagement.
So, no, I thought you wanted to say something.
Oh,
Yes,
it wasn't finished. Oh, okay.
After I have identified that picture, I communicated with the requester to show the picture if it will suit the request.
Emuva kokuthi isithombe leso sengisitholile-ke ngase ngikhuluma-ke naloyo ekuyena-ke owenza isicelo kumina ukubheka-ke nokuthola-ke ukuthi ngabe isithombe leso siyahambisana yini nesicelo.
Found the picture. Now let me try to understand the addendum to what you just said as an addendum. You said after you were able to identify the picture, you then went back, you then communicated to Sergeant Mukhale, and you told her that, no, I found what you're looking for. And then from there, what happened?
I communicated to say, I found this picture.
Yes.
If it's what you are looking for,
Yes.
please approve so I can present it.
Ngisitholile isithombe ingabe ikona yini lokho obukufuna-ke noma-ke ubhekile isho-ke bese ngizokwazi ukuthi-ke ngiqhubeke.
And what then happened?
It was accepted, and then I analyzed it the way it is right now.
Okay.
Kwase kwamukelwa-ke lokho ngase ngenza-ke ucwaningo kusona-ke nale ndlela-ke esingazi njengamanje.
And did Sergeant Mukhale have a look at this picture before the approval? Mukhula, not Mukhani, but yeah, Mukhula.
Yes.
Yebo-ke ngaphambi kokuthi-ke ngiqhubeke-ke yebo uSergeant Mukhula-ke wasibona-ke noma-ke wasibheka-ke isithombe leso.
And she said to you, I approve. This is what we actually were looking for.
Looked like yes.
Washo-ke ukuthi yebo-ke ngiyavuma-ke bona-ke lokhu ebengikufuna.
Thank you. Now you say, if you requested to look for a brown bread in a picture, you'll definitely have to go and find the brown bread. And if you find a white bread, you'll tell them, no, this is white bread, it's not a brown bread. Not so.
That's correct.
Uyasho-ke ukuthi uma utshelwa-ke ukuthi-ke funa lokhu noma-ke bheka-ke isinkwa lesi-ke esibrown, uma ubona-ke esimhlophe uyabatshela ukuthi cha akusona-ke lesi. Yebo kuyiqiniso lokho.
Thank you, sir. Now, when you convey the message to Sergeant Mukhula, except saying, I found what you're looking for, what else did you tell her?
When I say communicated, she has to come in person and verify.
Uma ngithi-ke ngakhulumisana-ke naye ukuthi-ke kwakufanele ukuthi aze yena-ke mathupha azoqinisekisa-ke lokhu mina engikutholile sikhuluma ngaye kuSergeant Mukhula.
And she came.
Impela wezayo.
Yes.
Thank you. Now, before even you communicated with Sergeant Mukhula, now you're alone. Well, I don't know who else assisted. Were you assisted by anyone else in identifying what you said you identified?
No.
Ngabe ukhona yini-ke wakulekelela-ke ukuthola-ke lokhu othi yikona wena wakuthola cha akekho.
So I will be correct in assuming that you seated alone there at your office with all your instruments which enabled you to identify these photos, not so?
Yes, I was alone.
Ngizobe-ke ngiqinisile uma ngithi wawedwa-ke office lakho nako konke kokusebenzisayo ukuthola-ke lokhu othi wakuthola yebo ngangingedwa.
Thank you. Now, when you said that this is what actually the investigating Sergeant Mukhula said I must find, and I found it. Just explain to the court. What is it that you found? Well, except to say this is a golden tip. Explain that golden tip that you found.
I found a picture
Yes.
and identify what it looks like an object on the teeth. Then
Just a second.
Ngathola ke isithombe ngase futhi ke kunalokhu kuthize ke okubonakalayo noma bakhona ke ngakubona emazinyweni.
Identified. Okay, you're saying you identified on the photo
Yes,
what looks
that-
like an object on the teeth.
which
Yeah.
can be gold.
Ekungaba yona ke igolide.
Yes.
As I was looking for a gold teeth. So
Sorry. Proceed.
from there, I started the process of processing my report.
Njengoba ngangibheka kona ke lokho ke okuyi noma ngangibheka yona ke igolide noma ke izinyo ke legolide ukusuka lapho ke ngase ngiqala ngiqhubeka ke manje ngawo umbiko wami ireport.
Now, before we go to the processing, just describe this cut, the nature and the shape of that which it was an object that you said it was a gold. Just explain it. Just take this cut through.
Teeth is white normally, so whatever looks different from the other teeth, I was looking for that.
Okwenjayelo ke amazinyo ke amhlophe nayini ke manje ebukeka ke ihlukile ke kulokho noma ke kwizinyo ke noma amazinyo ajwayelekile ke yilokho mina ke engangibheka.
I just want to capture this. You're saying if the teeth were white,
Okay,
and anything that was not white, we're looking for that.
which is gold. Remember, the focus is on the gold.
Yes.
Yes. Anything that I see could be gold. Yes.
Ukhumbuleke ukuthi ngangibheke ke okumhlophe ke konke ke okuyigolide ke ilokho mina engangibhekile.
You're saying the teeth were white, and whatever there was gold in the teeth, you're looking for it.
Yes.
Yebo ngiyasho ke ukuthi ke okwenjayelo ke amazinyo amhlophe ngamanje ke ngangibheka ke okungasukona ke noma ke okuhlukile ke okumhlophe njengoba amazinyo emhlophe.
Thank you. And now, in your investigation, you indeed find that which was not white, and it was gold, which you're looking for it.
Yes, that's correct.
Kuphenyo lami ke ngakuthola ke lokho ukuthi ke lokho ongakho ke mhlophe ke kwakuyona ke igolide.
Thank you. Now back to my original question. That which you found, which was not white, which according to you was gold, can you please explain it to the court? The nature, the shape, how was it shaped? I don't want to put words into your mouth. You did what you did. Just unpack it to this court. How did it look like? Its shape and everything around that, the nature.
It looks like a full teeth,
Kubukeka ke njengezinyo eliphelele
even though it was not that clear at first.
noma ke kwakungacacile ke eqaleni.
After doing my analysis, I saw it looks fully on the teeth.
Emuva kokuthi ngilenzile ke ucwaningo lwami ngasebona ukuthi ke kubukeka ke kugcwele ezinyweni maphelele.
So that which was not white, which according to you was gold, was full on the teeth. It means the teeth on which the tooth. I tend to mix this thing. One tooth, but many teeth. No. The tooth on which what you found to be gold, it was all over the teeth. It means the teeth was covered by that which you said it was gold, not so.
To me, it looks so like that, yes.
Okusho ukuthi ke lokhu wena ke othi wakubona ke nanjengegolide ukuthi lelo zinyo lelo noma kuleyo ndawo leyo ke ngukona ke kwakumboze izinyo lelo yebo kumina kwabukeka ngaleyo ndlela.
Thank you. Is there any other thing, description that you can give?
No.
Akukho kunye engingakusho ukuchaza.
Thank you. What made you to say that was gold? If ever that was the situation, if ever what you saw was gold, why do you say that was gold?
Because I saw it as gold.
Yini ke ekwenza ukuthi ke uthi lokho wabona uma kuwukuthi kwakuyona ke igolide kwakuyona ngoba kumina ke lokho engakubona ukuthi kwakuyona igolide.
And I've just said to you, have you ever heard people saying all that glitters is not gold? You said you're hearing that for the first time, not so?
That's correct.
Bengiqeda ukubuza ukuthi usuke wezwa yini inkulumo lena la bashoyo khona ukuthi konke ke okucwebezelayo akusiyona igolide washo ukuthi uyaqala ukuzwa kumina yebo kuqiniso.
Not so.
That's correct.
Do you know what gold is?
I would say I know how it looks like.
Uyayazi ukuthi yini igolide ngizothi ke ngiyazi ukuthi ibukeka kanjani.
How does it look like?
It looks goldish.
Kubukeka-ke kusaba ugolide.
No, that's not an intelligent answer. How does gold look like? Explain it. You said you know gold. How does it look like? Don't say it looks goldish. I don't know what is goldish. Explain to me.
Maybe I should point at something. It will.
No, you must point at gold, not at something.
Is there gold in this court?
Excuse me, madam.
You say you must point at gold. Is there
Yes,
gold?
you must point at gold because we're dealing with gold here.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I'm asking, is there gold in this court?
I don't know.
I see. Okay.
Thank you. Point at the gold.
No, I don't want to point at a gold for per se. I just want to point at something that looks like a gold.
That looks
so
like
for,
gold.
for us to understand at least what exactly gold looks like.
Hayi ukuthi mina ngizokhomba-ke okuyigolide noma-ke igolide kodwa nje into-ke uma ebukeka-ke njengayo sizokwazi ukuthi sazi noma-ke sibona-ke ukuthi ibukeka kanjani.
Maybe I should say brownish. I'm color. I cannot say this exactly this one, but it looks exactly more or less the color I see in front of me.
Uthi-ke wona-ke umbala lona-ke awuphakamisayo ukuthi wona-ke umbala wegolide lona.
I don't know what color you're raising there. I see you're raising a book, but what color that book is, I don't know.
I'm referring to this one.
Uthi ikona-ke lokhu akhuluma ngakho.
What is this?
What is that?
Gold color, according to me.
Mina-ke umbala-ke lona
Can I look
wegolide.
at it? See whether the color is gold. Suppose some people do know.
I'll just take out the documents because this is my diary.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he was raising the diary.
That's correct. It's an OCJ diary.
Oh, okay, thank you, sir.
This is the diary you found, or you handed both to you by the office of the Chief Justice
Yes,
of
Madam.
the Republic of South Africa.
Comes from Midrand in the national office.
All right. And it is a crest. Is this a crest?
Yes, madam.
I badge, it's not a badge. It's
You
a
know, it's
crest.
a crest, yes.
Yeah?
Bitch.
And from my observation, this crest has a golden color.
Yes.
Okay? Or it is gold. It is gold colored.
Yes, madam.
You agree? Let's go. Everybody there.
Incwadi-ke ufakazi beyiphakamisayo incwadi-ke engiyisebenzisayo engayinikezwa la emsebenzini phecelezi-ke lokubizwa ngokuthi-ke idayari ebeyichaza-ke ujaji ukuthi inani-ke futhi umbala wakhona ugold noma-ke uyigolide.
Well, I've never seen gold before. I don't know how the color of gold is.
Okay.
I've never seen gold, man. Because I usually hear people saying black diamond, so I assume there is also black gold. So yellow diamond, golden diamond. I assume all these precious stones, they differ in color. So I don't want to lie. I've never seen a diamond, a gold one, let alone knowing its color. But that is it, mate. Thank you. Thank you very much, man. So in your investigation of that photo, say, that is the color of the crest that is on the diary that the court has just been able to have a look at.
That's correct.
Yebo kuphenyo lami-ke ikona-ke lokho engathola-ke lo mbala-ke lona kuyona-ke le ncwadi noma idayari-ke le eqeda utshengiswa manje enkantolo engakuthola kuleso sithombe.
Thank you. And on the photo that you were able to identify to be having gold, is that the same color that you found?
It can't be the same, but it's more or less the same.
Ingaba-ke manje kwisithombe lesi-ke lokho wathola-ke kusona-ke isithombe wakuthola-ke kuwona lo mbala angeke kube wona-ke ncamashi umbala lona-ke kodwa-ke sothi uyafana.
The appearance might differ a little bit, but it's
Indlela ebukeka ngayo-ke kusengahluka kusengaba khona-ke umehluko.
Thank you. I don't know whether you know the following scenario, say. There are people, and I'm not saying this is the scenario here, in these photos. There are people who, because of the environment in which they grow up, because of the water that they drink, etc., etc., their teeth that's affected and they change their color. It will take brownish colors, it will take yellowish colors, the color of their teeth, because of the environment. Have you ever seen that or have you ever heard about it?
Angazi noma lokhu uyakwazi yini-ke kunabantu-ke ngenxa-ke yesimo-ke sala noma-ke iy'ndawo-ke abakhulele kuzona-ke mhlawumbe futhi-ke lokho abakudlayo noma-ke abakuphuzayo-ke ukuthi amazinyo abo-ke ayashintsha umbala amanye mhlawumbe ngaba yellow abe brown angazi noma uyakwazi yini lokho.
I'm not so sure. I've never seen such.
Anginasiqiniseko angaze ngikubone okunjalo.
That's a fact.
Kuyiqiniso lokho.
Yeah.
I'm not denying I've never seen it.
Angikuphikisi angaze ngikubone.
Yes. For instance, just a bit of a background. People that are staying in countries where there is not a lot of sun, like in the Siberian countries, there, in Russia, where there's a lot of cold. Their teeth are not as white as people that are staying in Africa where there's a lot of sun. So,
Uma ngakunikeza nje lesibonelo ukuthi kunabantu ke abakumazweke noma kwindawo ke abamaRussia abamaSiberia la kungekho ilanga eliningi ke khona ukuthi amazinyo abo ke abo awekho mhlophe nanjengabantu bala eAfrica la khona ke ilanga liningi khona.
No, I have no knowledge of that.
Angikwazi lokho.
thank you. I've said that was just a bit of a background. But now that I've said it, I take it you already know. You'll be very observant of that situation. So,
Abanga ukuthi manje njengoba ngikutshelile ke mhlambe into ke leyo ozoyibheka ke noma ozoyiqaphela.
thank you, sir. Now, you yourself are an eye policeman, and you have been an investigator of note for some time, not so?
That's correct.
Uyiphoyisa ke futhi ke usubomphenyi ke isikhathi ke yebo kuyiqiniso.
Did it not occur in your mind that before making a conclusion that which you saw on the photo that you saw, you needed an opinion of an expert who would tell you whether that was a gold or not gold? Because you seem to me like you're not an expert in that field, not so?
Akuzange kufike noma ke kube into umcabango oba nawo ukuthi ngaphambili kokuthi ke usho ke ukuthi manje ke sokuyisinqumo sakho ke leso ukuthi mhlambe uhlanganeke noma ke ucele ungoti kube yena ozoqinisekisela ukuthi lokho wena ke okubonayo othi kuyigolide ukuthi akunikeze isiqinisekiso sakho lokho.
I tell or state what I see, then the expert or whoever with better knowledge will come up with whatever he sees, and then we'll take it from there.
Mina ke ngisho lokhu engikubonayo uma kuthi ke kunongoti ke ungoti uzosho lokho ke yena atholayo noma akubonayo ke bese ke kuthathwa ke ukusuka lapho ukuya phambili.
No, Mnisi. My question is very clear. Did you, as a seasoned investigator yourself and as a policeman, and knowing that you are not an expert in the field in which you were requested to do this investigation on, did it not dawn in your mind that, hey, I'm not an expert in this field, but I've identified these things. But to make assurances doubly sure, let us actually refer what I've seen here to an expert who's versatile in this field, so we can have their opinion. That never dawned in your mind.
No, it never done.
Akaze kufikeleke lokho ukuthi wena ke nanjengoba ungasiyona ke ungasiyena ungoti kulokhu ukuthi ke awuke uceleke umuntu okwaziyo ke lokhu ukuthi ke akusizeke ngakho cha akufikanga kumina lokho.
It's up to the investigating team to take it further.
Kukwithimba eliphenyayo ke ukuthi bona ke bakuthathe baqhubeke phambili ke ngalokho.
Mine is to identify and give report.
Okwami ukuthi ke ngithole bese nginikeza umbiko.
So, the information that you related to the investigating team or to a member of the investigating team that which you saw on the photo there is gold. You're not even so sure up to now that that is indeed gold, what you saw, not so?
My first statement as I was testifying, I said it's gold, meaning I'm sure it's gold.
Lokho ke owakuthola ke lapha yana wona ke othi igolide ke awunaso ke isiqiniseko sakho ukuthi kuyimpela kuyiyona igolide. Istatement sami sokuqala uma ngithula ubufakazi ke ihlandla lokuqala ngasho ke ngathi igolide okusho ukuthi ke ngakusho lokho nginesiqinisekiso.
And it's up to the defense to prove me wrong.
Ukumelike noma kubamelike ukuthi ke bangitshengiseke ukuthi cha lokho engikushoyo mina ke akusikona noma akusona iqiniso.
And we are getting there. We are getting there, but let me just correct you, say you still have some time in the police force. The defense has got nothing to prove. Do you understand? They've got no burden to prove anything before court. Do you understand?
I do understand. I know.
Akukho bamelike ukuthi ke batshengiseke ukuthi akusona ke umsebenzi wabamelike ukuthi kube yibona ke abaprovide noma ke abavezayo. Ngiyakuzwa uma usho kanjalo.
Thank you. So as you standing there now, let's forget about what the defense will be doing. As you standing there now, you're not so sure that the information that you gave to the investigating officer, that was gold. It was indeed gold, not so?
Yes, to make it looks gold. That's why I said it's gold.
Awunaso ke isiqiniseko kule ndawo mekuyona ukuthi lokho wakutshela bona ke ithimba eliphenya ukuthi kuyona igolide mina kubukeka kuyigolide ingakho ngasho ke ukuthi iyona igolide.
Let's use my terminology, not yours. I'm not saying it looks like. I am saying you are even today not so sure that which you identified and you called gold, it was indeed gold. Not so?
Scientifically, so yes, I'm not sure.
Uma uthi ke anginaso ke isiqinisekiso ke I don't have the Zulu word for scientifically, no.
Bungweti.
Medical
science.
Yeah. Uthi ke uma isebenzisa ke ngokweze ngokwabo ke okodokotela angeke ngishikhulumeke nanje ngayo udokotela scientifically ukuthi ke yebo nginesiqinisekiso.
So when you told this court on the 16th, on the 12th of June, when you said to this court that, as you were led in evidence in chief, that there is gold on his teeth. Actually, this is what you said. I can see on his teeth there is some gold.
Set the date.
On the 12th June 2025, yes.
Okay.
When you told this court that I can see on his teeth there is some gold.
Ngazo ke i-12 zikaJune kuwona ke lonyaka lona ke uma ubuzwa ke waphendula ke washo wathi ke ngiyabona ke emazinyweni akhe igolide.
That was just a speculation, a guesswork.
It's what I believe I see.
Ilokho ke mina ke engangikholela ukuthi ke ngiyakubona.
And your belief was founded on the fact that the color that you look on that tooth was different from the other colors, not so?
That's correct.
Lokho kwakuwukuthi ke umbala owawubona lapho ke wawuhlukile ke kumbala ke obona noma kwamanye amazinyo yebo kuyiqiniso.
Thank you, sir. You also compiled Exhibit S, not so?
That's correct.
Uhlanganise futhi naye ke Exhibit S yebo kuyiqiniso.
And you also testified on Exhibit S, not so?
That's correct.
Ngethula ke ubufakazi futhi naye.
Thank you. Just to give you a bit of a background, after your testimony, the state also, after several witnesses, after your testimony, the state also led Brigadier Kininda, who also had an opportunity to give testimony on Exhibit S.
Emuva kokuthi umbuso ubizileke noma ke uphothulile ubufakazi bakho ubizeke abanye ufakazi omunye wabo ke uBrigadier Kininda naye ke wethula ubufakazi nayo Exhibit S.
Now, he was taken through Exhibit S with the view to identify what he sees on the photos there. And then Brigadier Kininda, in one of his testimonies, because he testified for a very long time, in one of the days of his testimonies, he testified about what is contained in Exhibit S, photo number 15. I'm not so sure if you are in a position to have that being on the big screen. There it goes. Are you in a position to enlarge it, please? Thank you. If you can just put it in the middle. There you go, there you go, there you go. Thank you. Brigadier Kininda also testified on this photo. In his testimony, he said there was accused number 3, and the golden teeth is clearly visible on his upper jaw. Oh, on the upper quadrant. Yes, on the upper quadrant. That is just by a way of a background.
uBrigadier Kininda wethula ubufakazi ke ngaso lesi sithombe wathi uyena ke umsolo wesithathu nokuthi ke igolide iyabonakala ke kodwa ke lamazinyo angaphezulu.
Do you follow?
I'm hearing.
Ngilalele?
Thank you.
Ngiyezwa.
And indeed, I'm not a golden expert. I'm not an expert in gold. But also from here, from where I'm standing from, there I'm almost 15 meters from the screen, or actually 20 meters from the screen. I'm not so sure it's not 25, but it's somewhere there. I am able to clearly see that what appears there on the upper quadrant, the right-hand quadrant, yes. Let me put it very clear. On the upper right-hand quadrant of what is depicted in that photo there is something that looks very shiny. You don't need to speculate, but there's something very shiny there. Do you see it?
Yes, I do see it.
Ngiyabona ke nami kwibanga leli elimekulona ke ukuthi ke ngaphezulu ke la khona ke ocobezelayo ke akusona ke into efanele icabangele ngiyayibona nje. Yebo?
And what would you say is that? Or what does it look like? I don't know. Yes, I think that's an appropriate question. What does it look like?
It looks like a teeth.
Kubeka njengezinyo.
With what?
You are pushing me to say something. I said it looks like a teeth or tooth.
Ngithe ke kubukeka nanjengezinyo ke ngathi ngiphushela ukuthi bekhona ke lokhu engikushoyo.
Like gold.
Njengegolide.
Why do you seem to have difficulty in saying that it looks like a teeth that is covered in gold? Does it not look like that? I'm asking, does it not look like that? A teeth that is covered in gold?
A teeth that is covering gold. I see a gold that is covering a teeth.
Ngibona mina ke igolide eyombeze izinyo.
It's the same.
No, it can't be the same. It can't be the same.
It's the same. In Afrikaans, they say, "Ik praat nou in die bedrijvende vorm en je zet het nou in die leidende vorm."
I can't even hear what you're saying, sir. But all I know, a teeth can cover a gold in a person.
Engikwaziyo ukuthi izinyo lona ke ngeke lemboze igolide.
I'm saying a teeth that is covered in gold.
ngithi yizinyo elimbozwe igolide.
And you are saying it is a teeth, it's a gold covering a teeth. Is that not the same thing?
Okay.
The man cap, the hold for the man cap. Is that not the same thing?
It's the same.
Thank you.
I can hear some of Africans. I did Africans just at this long time. Bantu education, I was one of those.
Thank you. Now, when you take this photo and you put the photo that is in exhibit SD along it, would you say what is exhibited there in photo number 15 on exhibit S in terms of the teeth and the gold structure that is so visible, is that the same thing as what is exhibited in exhibit SD?
I don't have, it might not be the same thing or otherwise, but I
No,
don't.
don't talk. We're going to give you that SD so that when you speak, you refer to SD. Actually, I was wondering if technology allows that the two pictures be beamed simultaneously, like it's in a simulcasted side by side, so that they also get visible on the big screen, so that accused persons here are able to follow, accused number 3 is able to follow, as we do the compare and contrast. I'm not so sure if that is possible now. I think the court there's a technician here, an in-house technician who can come and assist in this regard, Mary, because now I don't want to keep on working on papers and say here, there, and there. I don't want to confuse the record. We are going to mark that picture, which is now on the screen, picture maybe A, and the other one that is going to be opposite it is picture B. And we'll be talking in terms of picture A and B. Do you understand? I wonder, my lord, if I can request for indulgence so that we arrange that.
Okay.
It's almost 11 now. It's 16 minutes 11. We can adjourn for tea break. In the meantime, we also arrange for the exercise.
You'll advise me.